Welcome to Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living. I'm so happy you're here today. Today is Budget Meals Under $5. It's hosted by our friend Brenda, Maniac Grammy's Homestead. And this is where you can make a dessert or a dinner or a dish or something for under $5. Well, as usual, I didn't do the math. I didn't even go out to the store. It's things I had in my kitchen, and I'm sure that I can make this for under $5. It's my Impossible Pie. It's not mine. I just made it many times over the years, and it's been so long I couldn't remember some of these things what I did. But I pulled it out, and I mentioned it on one of my programs before, and somebody said they would like to see it. And I think it might have been Kiki. It was either Kiki or Brenda. Okay, I already have my oven preheated to 350, and this is supposed to bake for 45 minutes. Went ahead and sprayed this pan, this in a floured pie pan. So it didn't say what size, so I'm going to use this one. And what you do is you put it all in this. When I store this away, I always cover it up where it won't be, won't get dusty and dirty. So that saves me whenever I get ready to do something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place 2 cups of milk in here. I am going to use my powdered milk since I have so much of it. 1/4 of the dry is 1 cup. So I'm going to put this in here, and then I'll add my water. Actually, I have a little more than that. One thing about it, you don't have to measure exactly on some of these items. I'm going to put 2 cups of water in it because I've already got the milk. There's my 2 cups of water. That's my 2 cups of milk. Now it calls for a cup of coconut. Got this at Dollar Tree. Okay, here is my coconut. And then it calls for 4 eggs. Got my 4 eggs in there. Now let's see what else. I'm just going by down the line. A teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm not going to measure this. I'm going to guess. Now I don't mind if it's more. Something it did not call for, but I'm putting it in. Dash of salt. It brings out the sugar. It calls for 1/2 cup of flour. Okay, my flour's in. My recipe says 3/4 cup of sugar. But last time I wrote a little note said put 1/2 cup of sugar and 3 teaspoons of stevia, which I don't know that I'm going to put the stevia, but I'm going to put the 1/2 cup of sugar in. Might be a little bit fuller than that, but remember it did call for 3/4 of it. Now the last ingredients I'm going to put in here is butter. Now this recipe called for 8 tablespoons of butter. That just seems like so much, and I couldn't remember whether I had melted it or not. So I melted it. That's going in too. I'm going to start low. Put it in a blender and mix well, and then put it into your floured grease pan. All the way down at the bottom. I think I did. Now this recipe said to put nutmeg on the top, and that kind of surprises me. It said a 4 teaspoons, so I'm just going to sprinkle it on the top. Do you remember these kind of, they used to make these kind for all kinds. Oh, this could be pretty full. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you guys. Yeah, there it is to the top. Now I'm going to sprinkle the nutmeg on it. Remember, you could switch kind of, if you didn't want coconut, you could make something else. Now I'm not going to try to lift that up I'd probably dump it. So I'm gonna put it in my oven, and I will be back when this is done, and I will show you how it turned out. 45 minutes, so I'm gonna put it for 45 minutes. Get back here with a delicious pie. We'll see. I just got it out of the oven. It took 48 minutes, and it smells good, and it's going down a little bit compared to what it was. You know, it's got the 4 eggs in it, so, you know, it puffs up and then goes down just a bit. But the little pick came out clean on it, so I know it's done. I'm back, and it's settled down here. You can see it's not puffed up like it was. I'm sure you could decorate this up to make it look prettier, but I'm going to just cut this and see how it... And it's still a little warm. I don't know if it'd be better if you wait till it's cool completely off or not. These kind are supposed to make their own crust, basically. So it's not a thick crust by any means. Look at that. Can you see it? Part of it fell off in there, but you can see. That's pretty nice. There's the little part that fell off. I'm back with my Impossible Pie, and I'm going to be trying to bite in just a minute. First, I want to just ask you, if you haven't checked out Budget Meals Under $5, you can go and check that out. Check and see what everybody else has posted. There's a lot of different ones. You might get some ideas there. And be sure and check Brenda and check and see what she has posted today. I want to thank you guys all for joining me today. I hope you'll come back every time. I have several different videos already planned for this week, and I hope you'll enjoy each one of them. You can always check my playlist. There's something going all the time. And now let's try a bite of this. Now see the little crust? It made a crust. It's not a crispy crust. You know what really this reminds me of is a little custard. That's good. And you could make this sweeter. This is good. Oh yeah. Real soft. Totally done. Reminds me of custard. You saw how easy that was, so give it a try if you like. You can whip yourself up a wonderful pie in no time. You know, I was thinking you could probably put cocoa in there. Make a cocoa one. Maybe even put chocolate chips in it. That would be super. Might try that one sometime. All kinds of flavors in there. But it's sure easy. Come back again, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. God bless you. This is the next day on this pie. I want to show you how much it's set up. Look how much. You can see how it's set. You see the crust? And now I have put some little caramel sauce on it and put some walnuts on the top of it. Put Cool Whip on top of it, whipped cream. Dress it up all kinds of ways. I even thought about putting blueberries on it. That probably would have been a little healthier.